So, what do you guys want to talk about? Well, I guess it's got to be Bray Wyatt returning, the biggest thing in wrestling at the moment, right? Other than Sami Zayn being an absolute legend in the bloodline. It's the biggest thing going on. It's what everybody's talking about, and it's Bray Wyatt coming back. And yes, we've talked knowledgeably on this channel about his return at Extreme Rules and how hyped I was for that and how excited when that moment happened and how brilliant it was. You can go and check out my reviews over here, but today I wanted to talk a little bit about his first promo coming back into the company that he did this week on SmackDown, and it was absolutely brilliant for a multitude of reasons. Bray's very good at symbolism and moving stories along, and I think hopefully now without Vince McMahon trying to tweak and put his hands on things, we'll get to see a little bit more cohesiveness in what he's saying. And the way he set this up is brilliant. He comes out to the ring and he introduces himself as him for the first time, the real him. And this works for a few different reasons, because here he gets to say all the things that he wants to say, and it's all the things that we as fans want to hear about. He's been away. He talks about being in a very, very dark place, losing his career, losing his friends, his loved ones, losing his self-confidence. Things that resonate with all of us as human beings, right? They're all things that we've had to kind of deal with in some regards in our lives, or been around in some regards. And it hits home here. And his delivery, the emotion behind every single word that he says, the sincerity that you can hear in his voice just draws everyone in. And it's what we love about Bray. He makes you feel something, and here you really, really feel it. You feel his emotions, you feel the pain, the anguish, the torment that this man, this human being, that Wyndham Rotunda has come through. Whereas what we then get, and again this is brilliant, as he's talking, as he's almost reaching the climax of thanking the fans, he's interrupted by himself, the darker side of him. We know it to be him, we've seen it's him under the mask. He's interrupted himself to show the darkness is still there, and that's the direction we're going to be going in. And there's so many different things that can happen here. I've heard people hearing he's feuding with himself. I don't think that's quite what we're getting, but they can then go off in this direction of this dark character, this White Rabbit character, because that's what we kind of know this character as, that's what we're going to call it. But we got this bit before it that shows the light in Bray and the human being behind the dark, behind the evil, and that can now float off and flourish into this dark side that is fascinating. But we got to see the gloriness before that and the beauty of the human being and the tortured soul that is Bray. What Bray Wyatt is fantastic at doing is symbolism, right? And one of the big things that I kind of noticed and have taken away here is the symbolism of the lights. So he's always had that lantern, and he's come out of the door into the crowd where it's so dark, right? But that blue light is the same blue light that Brody Lee had when he debuted in AEW, which people have noticed and pointed out. Also, that blue light is more akin to the lights of the phones of the fans in the audience, and he's come through out of that dark bit, out of the doorway, through there into the light, using his blue lantern, which is the same blue from his friendship with Brody Lee. It's the same blue that's used by the fans, and in the promo he talks about the fans guiding him. That is the guiding force to bring him back. It's the fans, it's the people, it's the emotion, it's the pull that's brought him back by following the light, following people, following human emotion, which is what he conveys in that promo. And just that in and of itself is genius. And I've watched this a few times now, and each time I watch it I kind of notice something a little bit more. It's one of those things that keeps on giving. And there'll be things that I won't pick up on here. There'll be bits in the scene where it cuts away that I've tried to kind of notice, but there's so much going on. There's so many cutscenes within that BT of when it goes to the White Rabbit and him talking. But it's what I love about wrestling. It makes you feel something. It makes you think. It allows you to ponder what's going to be coming next. And we don't know. That, again, in and of itself is absolutely glorious. I hope that you guys enjoyed that Bray Wyatt thing, because I think that this is the best bit, because it's the start of the journey we're all excited to go on. It's been delivered brilliantly. That promo is fantastic. Where we're going next, we don't know, and that's what excites us all. We're in the apex of our excitement. We don't quite know where the road's leading, but we're excited to go on it. And if I trust Bray and Triple H as head of creative, which at the moment I'm giving both of them the benefit of the doubt, what they've delivered so far is brilliant. Early stages, I cannot wait to see where this goes and where we end up. But where do you think we're going to end up with this? Let me know in the comments below. I'd really like to know. Did you enjoy the Bray Wyatt thing? Are you into Bray Wyatt? Do you not get it? Does it not click for you? I'm a huge fan. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to German Suplex.